And Reverend Jim Wallis, your final comments in terms of how you see this whole relationship between the need to continue to change the policies of the government and the need for Americans to have a renewal of their relationships with each other, a cultural revolution, as Grace Lee Boggs says.
Being from Detroit, I'm always glad Grace is there. I'm always glad she's there to be saying what she's saying. What the President said yesterday that I do agree with, he said the outcome of these debates will determine what kind of country we want to be, what kind of people we want to be. But as the conversation has turned here in this discussion, it shows us that finally Washington is not the arena where change takes place. We are fighting terribly bad choices around the budget. We're saying a budget is a moral document. But I'm also saying that finally it is social movements that change things the most. It's never what happens in Washington. It's always the abolitionist movement and the civil rights movement and the women's movement, the labor movement. It's movements that really change history and force Washington to change. So our real hope is a new generation coming of age and saying we want to live differently in our relationship to each other, in our relationship to economy, to political power, and I think the hope is really going to come from social movements. And so, you know, it's movements that always make change, time and time again. And my hope is not with the government, not with the economy. My hope is with those social movements. But there are battles we have to fight right now, and we have to make it clear that we're making choices about people's lives here. And we have to make sure, we almost need a national referendum on the choices. And that's, I think, the task before us right now.